Assalamu alaikum and a greeting to everyone. We are Group 1 is EAA 3842 Section 1 Traffic Engineering. And this is our presentation for our project Traffic Volume Study. First of all, this is our group member. Firstly, me, Mohamed, Mahmoud, ABOELWAFA, Ahmed. And second one is ABDULMALEK, MARWAN. And third one is LOAI, Mohamed IBRAHIM. And fourth one is ALSALAM. And the last one is MD ASHIKUR RAHMAN. For our presentation today, we have introduction, objective for this study, and methodology that we'll use, and apparatus that we have to use, and also the procedure, data calculation and analyzation, and finally a discussion and conclusion. A traffic volume study is necessary to examine current traffic flow and anticipate future traffic volume. Traffic volume data may be used to assess calculate traffic flow rate, but it can also be utilized for a variety of traffic engineering goals, such as traffic control and planning and managing traffic. The objective for this study is to keep track of traffic flow and movement patterns, and also to determine the composition of vehicle in the traffic flow system. For the methodology, count auto without the need of human involvement. The automated counting method rapidly and simply captures massive amount of traffic data. The following are the most common detector type made of bentomic material, the video camera, and also loop that are inductive in nature. This method may be able to record data that mechanical counter cannot, such as vehicle categorization, turning motion, and occupancy. A statistical sampling procedure must be used to decrease the number of hours spent manually counting. It's possible to perform this directly with hand tallying and manual counters, and also indirectly using video camera that capture the data. And these are some features for automatic counting and also manual counting. For our methodology, for data collection, we picked the direct manual counting method for the following reasons. Instruments are unavailable and also the simplest of all methods. These are the apparatus that used in the case study, such as stopwatch, safety vest, tally sheet, and mechanical counter.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is ABID ALSALAM Al-Jammal, and I'm here today to explain our procedure in our traffic volume study. So, first of all preparation was made, such as stopwatch, were set, pens, data forms, and safety vests. Also, we arrived 30 minutes earlier to get more familiar with the location as well, preparing our equipment. Third, we had to do field measurements in order to define our geometric dimension for the traffic stream under the study. For our fourth step, the traffic flow was drawn and dimensioned for each lane. The next step, a proper observer location was chosen so that traffic counting could be done more secure, clear, and simple. And also we used an enumerator to count each lane of the traffic stream under consideration. For our seventh step, the traffic was tailed and categorized at each lane using a direct count. The data was recorded on tally sheet based on the number of categorized vehicles. And lastly, before we exit the field, we double check the data. And this is an overview picture for our location. The data was taken between 8:30 and 9 a.m.
These are some pictures from the site. These are some pictures was taken from the site.
This is our site layout sketch. As you can see here, we have 6 different paths, which every path we count all the categorized cars and vehicles. For our first path, D1, the data between 8:30 and 9 a.m., and we get a total vehicles of 360. For our second direction, D2, the data was taken at the same time, but this time with a total vehicles of 201. And for our third direction, D3, same time with a total vehicles of 246.
Okay, and for table 6.4, number of vehicles travel at direction 4, we have the time from 8:35 to 9 a.m. In the direction 4, we have a private car and taxi, small vehicles and van, medium vehicles and lorries, heavy vehicles and lorries, buses and motorcycles. And we got total vehicles of 153. Okay, and for this one, table 6.5, number of vehicles travels at direction 5. We have the time also from 8:35 a.m. to 9 a.m. with the private car and taxis, small vehicles, medium vehicles and lorries, heavy vehicles and lorries, buses and motorcycles. And we got a total vehicles of 240. Okay, and table 6.6, numbers of vehicles travel at direction 6. We have also got the same time period from 8:35 a.m. to 9 a.m. We have a private car and taxi, small vehicles and vans, medium vehicles and lorries, heavy vehicles and lorries, buses and motorcycles. And we got a total vehicles of 136. Okay, let's talk now about data analyzation. So as you can see in this table, the total vehicles by direction and types of vehicles, we have 5 directions and we have type of vehicles, private car and taxi, small vehicles and vans, medium vehicles and lorries, heavy vehicles and lorries, buses and motorcycles. So as you can see, this is the analyzation and we got a total vehicles of 1292. Also, this table 7.2 total vehicles by direction and time. So we have in the vehicles D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 directions and the time 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 and 30 minutes. And we have got a total of the same 1292 vehicles. And this is the table we are going to use as our reference as a source. So we got the conversion factors to PCU, the equivalent passenger car unit. So we have equivalent value in PCU for different rural standards, urban standards, roundabout design, traffic signal design, and we have different type of vehicles like passenger car, motorcycle, light vans, medium lorries, heavy lorries, and buses. So after doing the analysis, you can see that we calculate the percentage of the types of vehicles, and we use the PCU factor for the urban roads. So we get the numbers of vehicles, the traffic volume, and the BCU. And lastly, we got the traffic volume BCU per hour. And we get total percentage of course, 100%. Number of vehicles, 1,292, same. Traffic volume, vehicle per hour is 2,584, and the BCU is 1,794.25, and the traffic volume is, as a total, is 3,588.5. And this is the pie chart of our traffic composition. As you can see, the percentage of every type of vehicle.
Assalamu alaikum. I am ABDULMALEK Marwan ABDULMALEK. So I will continue with data analyzation. So as we can see, the table of analyzed traffic values based on the direction. So after we collect the data, we get the total of number of vehicles, which is 1,292, and the percentage 100, and we have BCU, which is 1794.25. And for this table is the table of analyzed traffic values based on the time. So we have the average of traffic value vehicle per hour, which is 2,584, and the traffic value BCU per hour 3,588.5. So figure 7.2, we have line graph of number of vehicles this time by direction. As you can see, the time it should be in minutes. And for figure 7.3, we have line graph of number of vehicles this direction by time. So figure 7.4, as we have the histogram for direction by type of vehicle. And also figure 7.5, the histogram for time by type of vehicle. For this figure is the bar chart for direction with total vehicles. For the last figure is the bar chart for time with total vehicle.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for my friend for giving me a chance. My name is ASHIKUR Iman. Okay. Based on the data analysis that was done table 6.1 to table 6.6 show the number of vehicles that travel say in each of the direction 6 direction. Since they are the most practical and useful from the transportation, private cars and taxis are the most often used vehicle categories with 531 vehicles or 53.10% of the table. Why used in the 30-minute period? The table 6.7.2 shown that the busiest hour is between 8:40 to 8:45 a.m. when there are 200 automobiles traveling in all directions. Shown that that is when everyone use the road to get to work. A bar chart in figure 7.6 shown that total number of collaboration are traveling in each direction over a period of 30 minutes. There were 282 automobiles traveling in direction, which had the most traffic. Now, table 7.4, the maximum number of vehicles per hour by private car and taxis is 1062 vehicles per hour, 532 cubic feet of volume, and the latest used mode of transportation in this study. Buses had the lowest PCO, 45 PCO, and the slow flow rate 30 vehicle, 19 PCO per hour. The entire traffic volume per hour is PCO is 2441 by PCO. The overall projected hour flow rate is 2000 vehicle, and the total number of vehicles is in this research was 1000 in 30 minutes, which was converted to 1222 75 using PCO conservation. Now, table 7.5 and table 7.6. As shown in 7.5, the table of analysis traffic volume based on types of vehicle by direction, with 546 vehicle and 695.5 VCO traffic volumes, and passenger car unit per unit were measured for each direction in the insertion on the 5-minute interval to approximate the average hourly traffic volume and average daily traffic volume. According to table 7.6, which break down traffic volumes and depending on vehicles types in interval the third field between 8:40 and 8:45 a.m. Is the buses and with 200 vehicle and 246 PCO. Now, table 7.5 analysis of traffic volume by direction travel. The direction one has the largest flow rate with 546 vehicle per hour and 695.5 passengers a unit per hour. Direction 4 has the lowest flow rate with 166 vehicle per hour, but direction 6 has the lowest flow rate with 193 passenger unit per hour, 175 vehicle per hours. For table 7.6 is the most congressed that time is 4:55 to 9 a.m. With 200 vehicle and the flow rate is 2,400 vehicle per hour. Now 7.2 and figure 7.3. Figure 7.3, 7.2 displayed a graph of the quantity of automobile per direction over time in minutes. As can be observed, direction 1 has the most number of cars until the second interval, at which point direction 3 has the highest record. And figure 7.3 shown a graph of the total number of vehicles against direction over time, and it can be seen that with except of direction 4, the highest number of vehicles were recorded an interval of 15 minutes and 20 minutes respectively. Now next, figure 7.4 and figure 7.5. Figure 7.4 is a histogram graph of the different vehicle types in each direction, show that motorcycle were the most common form of transport direction 6. Figure 7.5 on the other hand shows the vehicle types histograph for each 5 minutes interval for all direction. At last, I have to say the conclusion is a traffic volume study is meant to be used and is required for the planning, design, and operation of transportation system. For geometrical and structural design, traffic data is necessary. Students are able to determine the number of cars per hour, the trend in traffic flow, and the composite of vehicle. The data required and assessed from the traffic volume research indicate that the most circle time period is between the 10th and 15th minute. When traffic volume in the joint increases and direction 1 is the most of the 6 direction in studied. Thank you so much, everyone.